Hello, I'm Maxwel Bettendorf, your host for this evening. Today on the show, we have a local online celebrity, a local television celebrity, and a collegiate athlete. Please enjoy and welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Hello, welcome back to Welcome to the Show. I am currently sitting down with one of Oregon State's biggest celebrities, both on the streets and online. You'll find him, obviously, 100,000 times on Things Overheard at OSU. You know his name. Welcome, Matt Enloe.
Pleased to be here, Max.
You better be pleased to be here, Matt. I'm so happy I got you. We've been trying to get you all year, pretty much.
I gotta say, I'm a busy guy.
You're a busy guy. You are a very busy guy. It's tough to get a hold of you these days, but you know, we went to high school together.
We did.
We did. That was always fun. Played Minecraft together.
We did.
High-fived in the hallways.
We did.
We shuffled and danced a little bit. This is usual high school stuff, right? That's what normally.
We did Rhythm Boys with your brother.
Yes, Rhythm Boys is so great.
Rhythm Boys is good stuff.
I love Rhythm Boys. It's for those of you who don't know, we dress up as like flapper girls and dance in the middle of the biggest basketball game halftime of the year. It's a lot of fun.
And there's photographic evidence too.
Yeah,
and video.
We can show that. We can probably show that. I don't know. We'll show it another time. So, Matt, I have a couple of questions that I wanted to ask you myself, but instead we let Shreyon's, a friend of yours and mine, take over those questions. So he sent me a couple he would like me to ask you on my own behalf.
All right.
So, get ready for these. As we know, Shreyon's likes to ask the deep and personal questions.
Something like that, yes.
Something. Okay, so the first question I have here. Do you, Matt, have a Wi-Fi chip that allows you to mentally link with Things Overheard at OSU?
No, I don't. I just have a phone.
Just have a phone that links you so you always know what's posted and know exactly what to say.
No, not even that. I don't know, I pay attention.
That's good. I mean, I don't. Okay, so the next question here. You're a big celebrity on campus. Can you agree to that?
People tell me this. I don't know whether it's true or not, but it's probably something they should stop saying. It might become true.
Yeah, one of these days. And then, so you have seen quite a lot. What is the most interesting thing that you have seen on OSU?
Interesting?
Most interesting. Things overseen.
I don't know, I see people having really interesting conversations just random places throughout the university, and I don't think people take the time to like actually talk about their classes as often as they should or what they're interested in. I really appreciate those conversations. I like seeing people get passionate and excited about what they're studying or engaged with elsewhere, and I think that's the most interesting stuff that I see.
Most interesting thing. Though you are, as we know, the big man on campus when it comes to preacher bingo.
Yeah, street preacher bingo.
Yeah, so the next question here is, so the street preachers have came by just last week. I don't know when this episode's going up, but they came by, what, the
22nd.
22nd is when street preacher bingo, May 22nd, happened. And how did you come up with the idea of street preacher bingo?
Well, I mean, I'm going to confess it's not my idea. I use a different phrase set for the bingo cards, and I don't know if I use a different generator or something. But I wrote the phrase set based on some research that I did in social psychology, because I'm a psychology minor, and so I had some experience. I was like, what if we took this bingo concept that other groups have used? Jed even has his own bingo cards on his website, by the way, and they're a lot worse than mine. You might not want to go read them, but you also might. Anyway, so I came up with this word list. It's mostly full of logical fallacies and just argumentation errors. It's not about bashing Christianity or religion. In fact, the people who had the most fun playing bingo were Christians, and I loved that. I thought that was great. We had the Christian groups that were there with us on Friday handing out bingo cards for us. They wanted to, and so it helps encourage people to be more peaceful in interacting with them. It gives them argumentation tools for pointing out, hey, you're saying something that not only do I not agree with, but it's not a good argument, and here's why, rather than just feeling powerless, like they have to shout and fight and do all that kind of stuff. You may notice that we had a much better response to them than the University of Oregon did, and it was so much better that in fact they commented on it. So even the street preachers recognize that the Ducks are not as good as the Beavers.
I saw that video. They're all just sitting there, go home, leave our campus, and just chanting that.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It's a battle of competition then, and then you gotta who's loud. I don't know.
We like to give away candy instead. We think that works better.
That seems to get it better. So with that, I do notice that you make it a more helpful and happy atmosphere when the preachers come. I mean, that must give you some satisfaction of your own, right?
I mean, yeah, it's a really good feeling to see everybody working together, having people from all backgrounds come together and have a good time, rather than having it where somebody gets violent or angry or upset or something. It's a much better environment. It's a much better outcome. My freshman year, they would still come, but people would get mad. There were like potential fights, all kinds of stuff like that. And like seeing this was so much better. It was really gratifying to be able to have everything come together.
I've got one last question here. Very important question. Needs to be asked. Can you unban me from Things Overheard?
I can't. There's only one admin of that group, and I've messaged him a couple times, and he's never, ever replied to any of my messages, even though I know that he's seen them. And I feel like people think that I have power in that group that I don't. Like, insofar as people listen to me, then maybe I have like social power, but I have no actual administrative control of that group. I think that's a common misconception. And so I would if I could. But
Thank you. It
yeah.
means a lot.
No, of course.
I want to know what's heard.
Right.
Hear from yourself.
Right. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know, man. I wish I could answer that for you.
That's what happens when you promote yourself. All right, well, that is all the time that we have here today. It was awesome to have you on board with us this evening. It's awesome to have you finally. And you're graduating. So
I am graduating, yeah.
Find your freedom. Where are you going? Chicago?
I'm headed to Chicago. I'll be attending the University of Chicago Law School in the fall.
That is incredible. Well, that is amazing. I wish you best of luck there.
Good to see you, buddy.
And it was phenomenal having you on board with us today. So I have another segment coming up here. We sent out 2 bodyguards, our lovely Ben and our lovely Adam. We sent them out into the library quad to see do a little social experiment of our own. We saw how many people would follow authority if someone walked up to them and said, "You're on the list, get in line." We managed to get a couple people in line, or we hope to at least. So we've got a live cam out there. We're going to go check that out right now. Let's see how that's going. Well, it doesn't look like you've got anybody in line yet. You know what? I believe this is going to work. So we'll come back to that later. We'll check back up with you guys in a little bit. Until then, let's go check out the next installment of this week's Welcome to the News, featuring Shreyans and Lacey. Enjoy.
Welcome to the News. I am Shreyans Contetta.
And I am Lacey Doby.
As you may have noticed, our original anchors have taken a leave of absence.
A permanent leave of absence?
And we have stepped in to fill their place.
Yes, that is all we did to obtain these spots.
So there is no need to worry.
None at all.
And here are OSU's headlines. A few weeks ago, OSU students participated in a tradition known as Shasta. Shasta consists of Greek life members going to California and surrendering their dignity at the altar of dying ISIS. Let's roll a clip of the events at Shasta.
Stay a while, and I will make it worth your while, Stay a while, and I'ma go the extra mile.
There weren't any more than the usual number of overdoses and failed drug tests upon the return of Greek life members. However, Student Health Services had plenty of activity on the day back.
Those pills sure flew off the shelves. We'll know who didn't get them in 9 months.
Next year, OSU is opening a brand new classroom building that will feature 2,300 classroom seats in auditorium and small classroom styles.
The building will also feature advanced arena and parliament styles to maximize student engagement and the professors' egos.
We will definitely not be holding gladiator-style fights to the death in the arena.
Definitely not.
Why would we do that?
As long as we get to name the class.
Naturally.
Moving on, Battle of the Bands was a highly successful event this year.
Despite the fact that they didn't have an arena to battle in.
Yes, despite all odds, the bands competed for a cash prize and the opportunity to open for the Damn Jam concert.
And the losers were banished into a black hole of obscurity.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were. I said it on the news, so it must be true.
Well, I can't question that logic.
Speaking of questionable logic, recently OSU was visited by some fire and brimstone pastors with the intention of opening a discussion about religion. Among the things the pastors said were such gems such as, quote, homoing is a sin, lesbianing is a sin, and you young people better watch out with that premarital holding of hands, unquote. You can only imagine the discussion that this opened.
Masturbation is sin?
Oh, wait a second. You're trying to tell me you don't masturbate.
That's exactly.
Oh, you're lying through your teeth, dude. There are two types of men in the world. One's a jerk off, one's a lie about it. You're lying through your teeth, dude. Every day and you know it. Every day and you know it.
What? What you tried to do with Why would I want to rape myself?
Hey, two technical.
Yes, so many profound opinions shared there.
I even shared some of my own. I find sharing to be very important.
Is that a condom?
You needed protection.
Well, I'm afraid that's all we have time for. We'll see you next time
Next year.
on Welcome to the News.
Back to you, Max. When are we getting paid?
Welcome back. I am currently sitting down with the current and soon-to-be former station manager of this lovely establishment, KBVR. You all know him, the lovely Justin Matthews. Justin, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I've had you on once before. No, that was for my the segment I had.
Yeah, that was for the segment. That was when I was becoming station manager.
That was when you first started, so I
hadn't even started yet, I don't think.
No.
I wasn't on payroll yet.
Just got accepted.
Yep.
So I interviewed you for that. Now I'm interviewing you on your way out.
Wow, that is
Lovely.
bizarre.
The full year.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that's done that for you?
Yeah.
Interviewed you for that?
Yep, I think so.
That's how
Good
much
job,
you need
Matt.
me.
That's
how much you
good.
need.
That's good. Max, I meant to say, not Matt. Calling you the wrong name on your own show.
Okay, so let's jump into this right now. Let's
Alrighty.
talk about your year as the station manager. How is that going?
It was crazy, very hectic. I learned a lot about coordination, scheduling, conflict management, lots of conflict management. Yeah, conflict management.
So many conflicts.
So many conflicts, all the time, every day.
There's so many conflicts. So one thing though, you did start a new show of your own. What was that?
That was called Beaver Voices.
Beaver Voices. You
Yeah.
still doing that?
We haven't actually produced any of the episodes because adding a show to my plate was the last thing I needed, I found out. We have the first episode mostly edited and the second episode not edited, and we were going to do a third, but I don't think we're going to have time for it now.
So you did that all just to have just the the talk show on your demo reel?
Yeah, I wanted to have a talk show on my demo reel first off, and I wanted the experience to have a talk show as well too, because I really like your show. So you were my inspiration.
So what was your show about exactly?
Our show took a little bit more of a serious turn than this one did, I suppose. The first one we talked about, we wanted to start light, so we started with dating apps and sort of how our generation views dating, because our generation totally messed dating up, like really bad. So we talked about that, and then the second one, we actually go into the notion of, is it alcoholism if it's in college? So we went down a little bit more of a serious road with that to just talk about what people thought about that and people's viewpoints on it.
Right, that's true. Those are good points. And so you just brought on a bunch of different people with different ideas about different topics.
We brought on 3 different guests, and we made sure that they were from different sort of sections of campus. We got different groups involved and said, hey, do you have a representative you want to send here? And we got yeses across the board. So
that sounds awesome. Yeah. Well, you've done some acting in your past as well, right?
Yes.
You were a producer for Glimpses, the show for that.
The short film group. Yeah. It was fun. That was a lot of fun. That was where I got my start at KBVR, actually, was producing and acting for that. I was in most of the shorts along with my co-producer because we couldn't get anyone else to be in our shorts, so we had to use ourselves.
Flip-flop every time.
Yep.
Well, so with your acting, then you enjoy acting.
I do, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then great, because I've got some acting for you to do today. I've
All
got
right.
a game that we are going to be playing today.
Great.
It's a lovely little ditty that I came up with, little inspiration from internet videos itself. We are going to be acting out a scene from a movie, you might know it, The Other Guys with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg, yes.
So we will be acting out that lovely scene, standing, looking at but the trick here is we are going to be acting it with headphones in, listening to the lovely app the voice jammer, or speech jammer, as it is. And with that, disorient everything you say, and we'll just try to...
All right, I'll do my best. I'll put my skills in the test here.
So before we get there, though, I would like to, or at least while we set this up, I would like to go check in on our line that we have forming in the library quad outside. We'll see how they're doing out there.
All right. Hey, it actually looks like you guys managed to get a couple people in line. I mean, it's not a lot. I didn't expect anybody, so that's something. Why don't we give you guys a bit more time? We'll come back to you guys there. So, we'll come back. Hello. So, here we are, standing with the laptop ready. We have our script, as you would call it, from the movie The Other Guys, featuring Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. I will be playing the role of Terry Hoyts?
Yeah, Hoyts.
And you'll be playing?
Alan Gamble.
So this is what they call the tuna scene. So we're going to try and act that out, while with the catch being we are using a speech jammer app. We will be pressing start on the speech jammer when we start, and you can listen to us suffer in our ears as our voices repeat back to us almost immediately, causing us to be utterly disoriented.
It's not fun.
It's not fun. It will be fun. Okay, and let's begin.
Okay.
Okay, I will. Oh, it's already annoying.
And I can hear you too?
Okay, let's begin. No, I don't like you. I think you're a fake cop. The sound of your piss hitting the urinal, it sounds feminine. If you were in the wild, I would attack you, even if you weren't in my food chain. I would go out of my way to attack you. If I were a lion and you were a tuna, I would swim out in the middle of the ocean. I would freaking eat you. And I would bang your tuna girlfriend.
Okay, first off, a lion swimming in the ocean. Lions don't like water. If you placed it near a river or some sort of freshwater source, that makes sense. But you find yourself in the ocean, 20-foot wave, I'm assuming off the coast of South Africa, coming up against a full-grown 800-pound tuna with his 20 or 30 friends. You lose that battle. You lose that battle 9 times out of 10. And guess what? You wandered into our school of tuna, and now we have a taste of lion. We've talked to ourselves. We've commuted and said, you know what? Lion tastes good, so let's go get more lion. We've developed a system to establish a beachhead and aggressively hunt you and your family, and we will corner your prize, your children, your offspring.
God, you are doing a lot better at this. How are you going to do that? I can't do that.
We will construct a series of breathing apparatuses with help. We will be able to trap certain amounts of oxygen. It's not going to be days at a time. An hour, oxygen? I don't know. Hour 45, no problem. That will give us enough time to figure out where you live, go back to the sea, and get some oxygen, and stalk you. You just got lost at your own game. You're outgunned and outmanned.
Did you go out of your way? Thought it was gonna go. Wait, did that?
Is that English?
Did that go the way you thought it was gonna go? No.
I think it's safe to say you lost.
This is not. Oh my god.
Those are ridiculous.
That was absolutely torturous.
The way I was doing it, I was trying to talk fast enough that I didn't have to deal with it backwards.
Oh my lord. If you guys don't know what that app is like, I recommend searching Speech Jammer.
I totally don't recommend it.
So you know what? Just talk to yourself. Act crazy. Yeah. It's insane. Well, I mean, I think I did lose. I think you won that game.
I mean, yeah, I outsassed you for sure.
One day. I'll get you back in.
We'll see. I'll be an alumni.
Yeah. Then okay.
I don't want to leave.
All right, that went well. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, it was great.
That was really good.
Yeah, that was super.
Yeah, and I hope you enjoy your graduation. You're coming up to the end, though I'm sure it's quite hell for you.
It's scary. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, but yeah. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Well, I gave them enough time out there in the library quad, so why don't we check out and see what's going on back outside. Oh, wow. Actually, that's quite a line. We got 1, 2, 3. Looks like we got like 8 people out there. My God. Well, you guys are doing well so far, so why don't we give you a little more time? Why don't we check up on that
one last time. Let's check that up near the end. Until then, I have with us a segment I like to call The Bad Mechanic, put on by Ben and Adam. So please enjoy, again, The Bad Mechanic.
Peter! Howdy. How you doing?
How's my favorite mechanic doing, huh?
I'm doing real good. How about yourself?
Not too bad, Peter. Not too bad. How's
Good.
life treating you?
Oh, you know, real good. I got food on the table, and I got this thing to clean, so pretty good.
You got a job. You got everything going for you. Happy for you, Peter.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so how's my car doing? Or you just sat in your lazy ass all day? I'm working on it, huh? Where is my car, actually? I'm not seeing it.
Did you bring a car?
This morning, yes. I brought in my car to you, and you said you were going to work on it. Can't tell if you're serious right now.
Oh, this is embarrassing. Sorry, fumes, right?
Yeah,
no,
the fumes. That would open
yeah, your car.
garage door
Yeah,
or
your
something.
tires.
No, I think you said something about a timing belt. You're going to change the timing belt out on it.
Well, I don't actually know what that is.
Oh.
I saw it in a YouTube video.
And you just kind of pretended to know what it was.
Well, it
so-
sounded smart.
Okay, that's a professional business practice. All right. So, anyway, so what's the bill? You know, what's the damage? You fix it? Is that doing okay?
Oh, it's fixed all right.
All right, that sounds good. Okay, so let's get it taken care of. Or something you're not telling me, Peter. I can tell.
Well, I mean, your car's kind of totaled.
Well, totaled. Are you serious right now?
Yeah, you know, totaled, gone, kaput, no more, never was, not here.
But it was fine when I brought it in, though.
No, it most certainly was not fine.
Okay.
When I parked it, the little engine meter,
The gauge, the gas gauge you're talking about?
sure, let's go with that.
Yeah.
That was very low, so naturally I assumed take that out.
The gauge out or the whole gas tank? Or?
Both.
Okay, no. See, Peter, I didn't fill it up with gas when I brought it in, so I don't know why we.
That's on you. You should have specified.
Okay. All right, so. Okay, so you take the gas tank out and the gauge out. Okay, so.
Right.
And now it's totaled. How-
Well, actually, you know, there was these weird hexagonal things.
Bolts.
No, not lightning. Hexagonal metal things
Okay.
underneath, and I was like, I don't know how to get those off. So remember my cousin Paulie?
Yeah, Paul, I know.
Yeah, I
Paulie.
called him in, and he was gonna help me take these hexagonal things off.
All right, and.
Bolts, as you're calling them.
All right.
So we're taking it off. Well, he accidentally scratched your car door.
Oh.
So naturally, we have to take off the entire body.
No, not naturally.
Excuse me, I'm the mechanic here.
Okay, but I don't think that would be
Nope.
a natural.
May I finish?
Pardon me. Please go.
So we went and get our pistols, right? Walk up all
No,
up,
no, okay, I'm
all
gonna
John
stop- no,
Wayne
okay,
on it.
I'm sorry to stop you again, but the pistols do not seem like a necessary. They don't even seem like something you should have in a mechanic shop. Okay, it doesn't seem like a tool.
Well, how else are you supposed to get the body off?
I guarantee there's a much easier way if you just did some research.
You're right, but if you listen to the story, I will get there.
Okay.
All right. So, you know, Paulie's here. And
Yeah.
thank God he was here.
Yeah.
He's like, let's not use pistols.
Yeah. Thank God.
Let's get our shotguns.
No. God damn it. Okay. Shotguns. Continue. I just want to see where this is going.
Yeah, so we get shotguns. Because naturally, you get more splatter and more, you know, reduction of your body
I'm following
for
your-
one shot.
I'm following your line of reasoning here.
It's his line, not my line.
Okay, his line of reasoning, but I do not agree with your tactics still. But please continue. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't want to act like I'm mad. You know, I'm not mad, okay? I'm a little disappointed, but I just want to know what happened so that in the future we can avoid this. But
Right.
go ahead. Come on.
Okay. Okay, so we're shooting it up. And after about 2 or 3 hours of shooting it up, we're kind of like, this ain't happening.
Yeah, I can
No.
imagine. That's probably not.
So we had to call up our other brother, Vinny.
Vinny?
Vinny.
Sounds like a stand-up gentleman. Okay.
He's not. So Vinny has to come in with his tow truck company to get this thing off my property. Right?
Get off your property.
You're with me.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
following you. It's just it's laughable.
You
Your-
didn't follow
your lack
us.
of
I didn't see you.
foresight here, and just your lack of common sense.
You didn't follow me. I didn't see you in the mirror. So we're taking it off the property, and we take it to the scrapyard. And this wonderful guy, Jeff.
Jeff.
You ever need a car, look him up. Jeff. So he's
well,
out
I
there.
had a car, but now I don't, so I think that's a very good reference for you to give me.
Talk to Jeff.
Okay.
So I'm like, hey, Jeff, I got this car here. And he's like, that's not a car. I'm like, it's a car, all right. So He's like, look, I'll give you $90 for it. And I was like, $90? What a steal. Am I right?
Not a steal. Not a steal. I paid much more than that, about $20,000 more than that. So not a steal. I don't know where. Do you know how much a car costs?
I mean, less than 90?
So do you think I got ripped off by paying $20,000 for it?
I think you did.
Okay. Well, you're the expert.
Should have gone to Jeff. So, we get $90. And Paulie and I like, we done all the work. Let's split it 3 ways. You get 30, I get 30, he gets 30.
Okay, well, I'm glad that I'm not walking away with nothing, but I'm taking quite a bath here, all right?
It's not raining.
A financial bath. Okay, you're not familiar with that euphemism. It's fine. So, where do we go from here? Okay, because
well, I figure
this is a third car of mine you destroyed. I don't know why I come to you anymore, but I feel like you're probably gonna have a bill for me, right?
Yeah, I got a bill. You want to go work on it?
No, I don't, because I'm thinking out loud right now. But I think I need to start charging you after the third car that you've destroyed. You've cost me about close to $100,000. I think you should be paying for some of that.
I mean, I can give you the $30 for your car.
Is that all you have to your name?
No, I got my $30. Let's go work on it.
Okay. Let's
all right.
Go work on it.
All right. All right.
Hey, by the way, my wife, her check engine light came on. Can you take a look at that?
Engine?
Yeah.
No, sorry, I don't do foreigns.
Oh.
You have my keys?
No, why would I have your keys?
Never mind.
Welcome back. Hello, thank you. Enjoyed that lovely skit there.
Oh yeah.
So I am now sitting down with our lovely collegiate athlete, the very handsome man-bun, Zach Striar.
Hello. Thank you for the great introduction. It's very nice, man. Thank you. It was a long process, you know. A lot of hard work got into that.
So you're on the soccer team.
I am. True.
Fact. So how is that soccer team going?
That soccer team is it's a lot of fun, man. You know, it's a lot of fun. I'm loving it. I'm gonna be a redshirt junior next year.
Redshirt junior.
Yeah. So I have 2 more seasons left, and we should have a good team next year.
How'd your team do this year?
We actually had one of the best seasons we've ever had. We made the tournament for the first time since 2002.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Went to the second round. So yeah, it was awesome. It was a good run this year.
Just kicking balls around with your brother?
Kicking so many balls around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
So you've been playing soccer for many years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Many years. So
Lots
what
of
would
years.
you say is the greatest year you had playing soccer?
The greatest year I had playing soccer.
Tricky question.
That's really tough because this year was fun. This year was up there.
Better than 6 years old.
Well,
punting.
I think 6 years old was probably my highlight. To be
really?
honest.
Just guessing on the spot?
Yeah, you could just tell. I don't know, but 6 years old probably. I was killing it back then. That was probably my prime. I would say.
6
Yeah.
years old.
They didn't know. They didn't know what hit him. Little Zach. I had a rat tail also. No, literally, what hit them? I kicked balls at people, and I had a rat tail, so that also added to my persona.
The anger,
Yeah.
the power.
Mm-hmm.
Always have the rat tail. What position are you?
Here I played defense, but
Defense?
yeah, I used to play attacking.
Forward?
Yeah, forward, midfield, stuff like that.
Just a score. What's your goal percentage as a forward?
Well, as a forward, back in the day, when I played forward,
12.
Probably anywhere between 12 and 20 goals per game. But I don't know, you try to score every game, hopefully.
Maybe one.
Yeah, maybe one. Depending on the day, too. Hopefully, if it's a good day.
Well, you're familiar not only with soccer, but with many other sports as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I would like to test your understanding of other sports with a lovely little game that we have made for you that we call Sports Balls. Can we bring that out?
Sports Balls.
I have a lovely little guest for all of us today. The one and only Benny the Beaver. Sporting a very nice, we have a basketball attire for Benny today, though we are talking about soccer. However, let's get on with a little game here we like to call
Oh, that's sick.
Wait for it.
OSU.
Wait for it.
Oh,
OSU sports balls. Good thing to be there. Right?
that's sick.
Right?
That's sick.
That's right. Okay, are you ready for this? This is going to be challenging,
Let's do it.
but I hope the best for you. First up, what ball is this?
You know, I'm gonna go out on a limb
Ready? You see?
and say it's a football.
A football. Let's see what it is. Are we ready? It's a football.
Yes!
There it is.
Yes!
Phenomenal.
Let's go.
Amazing. Okay, this next is going to be a little trickier. What is that?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
you know, it's a soccer ball for sure.
Soccer ball, what is it? It's a soccer ball. How did you get it? All right, ready for this? What's that?
This one's gotta be a basketball.
What?
It's gotta be.
No way, how did you get that?
Lucky guess.
All right. But trust me, you're not going to get this one. You are not going to get this one. What is that?
It's a giant baseball.
A giant baseball.
Because it's, you know, baseball would normally be smaller, but in this game,
Benny's saying no. Benny's saying that is not a baseball.
maybe it's a volleyball.
You son of a... It's a volleyball.
Oh! Oh!
All right, this one might be a little tricky. You're going to have to get ready for this. What is it? I want the correct name.
The formal name for this game, for this particular
This particular
item, is a shuttlecock.
a shuttlecock. Do you think that could be what that is?
I think it might be.
Those in the
Max.
audience, what do you think? Is it do you think shuttlecock?
Sure.
Oh, they say no. They say
You
no.
know, I'm
It's
gonna-
a bird.
Oh! Wait, it is a shuttlecock. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
But you're not going to get this is the tricky one. This is where it gets tougher.
That's gonna be a tennis ball.
Tennis ball.
Yep.
Let's see.
For sure.
Let's see. It's a lacrosse ball. Damn. You missed one. That's your first miss. Of like what? Is this number 5, I think? What is this?
I think I'm doing pretty
Okay.
well. Whoa.
It's tough. This gets tough. This is a really tricky one.
Okay. What was the last one? Lacrosse?
Lacrosse. This is of similar size, I guess. So goes Taylor Morris who wrote that.
Baseball.
Baseball. Close. It's a wiffle ball.
Damn. That's tough. I would never have guessed that.
Here's the toughest. Or not the toughest. Another
It's gotta be
Okay, but this one is not of proportion. This one is not of proportion. It's a little tricky.
ping pong ball.
No way, dude. That's a ping pong.
Oh, let's go.
All right, the last one. What is this?
What is the thing around it? What is that a?
What is this
It's,
ball?
that is a flag football flag ball.
Flag football.
That's
A flag football. Does the camera get this? Camera make sure that. Is this a flag football flag?
the only. There's no. Yeah, the audience agrees.
It's a flag football flag ball.
It's gotta be because what other ball would make that sort of
Well,
shape?
Lance Armstrong.
Oh,
Yes.
that's absolutely that's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. That's really
That is
gross.
what that is.
That's pretty gross.
So you you did pretty well.
If I'd guessed that one right, if I'd guessed that one correctly,
There we go.
something would have been
Thank you, Benny.
wrong.
Let's give it up for Benny.
Thanks, Benny.
Thanks, Benny. That was lovely. Having Benny come on here, play a little bit of sports balls with us and Lance. That's very nice. Well, I think you did very well for yourself.
Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun.
You did very well. Great. Okay, so speaking of the soccer team, we happen to have sent out one of our own lovely lady reporters to the field while you guys were practicing the other day, and
Quite
had
lovely.
herself a little Corvallis Questionnaire. That's right. So you were in there.
I was there.
Yeah, you
the
were there.
reporter was absolutely lovely, like
Absolutely.
you said. Beautiful
Absolutely.
woman.
Beautiful. Camelin.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely Camelin. So please enjoy this week's edition of Corvallis Questionnaire featuring the soccer team. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Cameron Bovinette, and I'm out here on the practice field interviewing the men's soccer team for this week's edition of the Corvallis Questionnaire. Let's see how it goes. You play football?
Yeah, a type of football, soccer.
So you play football?
Yeah.
Thank you for admitting it for once. Soccer, you play with balls, right?
Oh yeah, lots of balls.
How many balls have you had in your past?
In my past, I'm trying to think because there's been a lot of balls in my past. To be quite honest, I'm really not positive how many balls have been in my past, but you know, they're in my mind all the time, just balls.
How many balls do you have now?
Right now, just one. It used to be 2, had an accident, now 1.
How many balls did you start with?
I I've kind of stayed a constant 2, I guess.
2 balls. Do you still have 2 balls?
Yeah.
Do you have more than 2 balls?
No.
Do you ever kick those balls?
What balls are you referring to?
So you wear padding in soccer?
No.
No padding?
Nope.
How do you protect yourself?
Don't.
So he doesn't use protection?
Nope.
No protection, folks. No protection, watch out. So, can you remember anything from your last game?
No. Blacked out the whole time.
Oh, is that typical?
Yeah, usually when we play, we just get in the zone where you don't remember anything. It's kind of like how you were like wild bulls getting released from the bullpen.
You know tabletop football, foosball?
Yeah.
Do you play that often?
I've dabbled.
How similar are these 2 games?
Different. Different mechanics involved. A lot more wrist action used in foosball than out here. It's more, feet and stuff.
How do you achieve this blackout stage?
Well, first you wake up in the morning and you think to myself, wow, how am I gonna just go the hardest? So you eat about 5 bowls of Wheaties, 2 glasses of 2% milk, you add them, mix them, extra sugar, and then, but right before you get on the game field, you think, wow, this is pretty cool. So you just go in with all your friends, you guys all get together and just push each other a bunch until you're so hyped up you black out.
Would you recommend this for beginners?
Yes.
This is not an advanced routine. What else do you wear? You wear shin guards during a game?
Oh, yep. Mandatory shin guards. You wear shorts, jersey.
How would you describe in underwear? That's a good one. How would you describe in detail what those shin guards smell like after a game?
Not good. That's just, it's sweaty, musty, damp, moist.
Are your balls anywhere near similar to that smell?
It's like the same level of scent, but different, if that makes sense,
I think I can imagine. You've always started with this routine?
When I was 4 years old, that's what we did. We ate Wheaties, pushed each other till we were so hyped, I blacked out. Back when I had 2 balls.
Have you ever played tabletop soccer, like foosball?
Yes.
How similar are they?
Not at all.
No.
Nope.
But you have a ball in Little Men, about the same?
Yeah.
So, no similarities? The little men kicking around a ball? No similarities?
Similar in that sense, that we're little men kicking balls.
Or what's the worst thing you would do with the spikes on your soccer cleats if you were not using them for soccer?
The worst possible thing I would do would like stab you in the eye with them. But that's like the worst thing because I would never do that.
I like the creativity here. I like the imagination. Stepped out of the box a little. So in soccer you have goals.
Yeah.
What goals do you have?
Are you talking about literally goals? Like
Any goals do you have?
I think generally the goal is to get the ball in the goal.
And how do you do that?
Well, usually you kick it, you could head it, you could shoulder it.
You move the balls with your head? How does that work?
No. We're not going down that fast.
Before we wrap the show up, I would like to take one more look at our line forming situation going on currently out in the library quad. Let's take a look at that. Well, looks like everybody left you guys. Well, you can't force them to stay forever. All right, well, you guys can come back in. We'll wrap this up here. So thank you all for joining us. I would like to thank our guests today, Matt Enloe, Justin Matthews, and Zach Striar, all of our guests. Thank you so much for showing up. We'd like to thank our studio audience in here today, and of course, we'd like to thank all of you watching at home. And as always, until next time.